tell us how the summer's gone and what kind of outlook you see for your team.
We've had a good summer. Of course, everybody's grinding and went by pretty fast. We had a few competition days, OTAs with Pelham. We did 7-on-7 stuff at Clay Chalkville. Still got a lot of improvement to do, but we came a long way this past spring. Or after last season, we had some coaching turnover. We got a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. So kind of gonna have a total new outlook or new verbiage, but we're kind of doing a lot of the same things. But anyway, these three guys here are going to be 3-year starters. They've been with me a long time. We've won a lot of ball games. But what we've done in the past really don't matter. But these three guys are really the foundation of our team. Good to see the leadership, hardcore work ethic, and just great kids. I'm proud to be up here with them today.
Are all three of these guys seniors?
Yes, sir.
And who's your new offensive coordinator?
Stuart Floyd.
And then your defensive coordinator?
Zach Glaze.
So Steve, how many times a day would you say that you think back to that Clay County game? Is it something that you just put behind you at this point, and can it be kind of a source of motivation?
Well, I don't know. I told them that day. I think I told the news folks that night that's going to be one that it's going to take a long time to get over. And I know that I shouldn't compare it by my football coach. I'm passionate about football, but I know this is totally off the wall. But there's several things I think about every day. One of them, 2002, me and my wife, we lost a child. I know that's not, something like that. It's not comparable to a football game, but I think about that every day, and I thought about the ending of that Clay Central game. I think about it every day, and I think I will for the rest of my life.
What about the players, Garrett, Portland, Moody? You guys think back to that?
We just got to learn from it. We were 7 minutes from being in Jordan Hare. Happens.
But going to that, I get it's just a game. So many things I preach to them about just being good people, being good daddies one day, good husbands, and just being good employees. And it's a learning experience. But when you work so hard, and everybody in this state works hard, and that's the goal, and you only get so many opportunities. This team that we have coming up might not even have an opportunity, but it hurts because you get so close. And I know that these guys work hard, and I know everybody we play works hard. I think we're in the toughest region in the state, and so I think whoever comes out of it is going to have a chance. I believe, but it's just one of the things you got to deal with it and move on. But good Lord put eyes in front of our head to look forward, and that's what we're going to do.
I know the defense last year was horrific. I think under 13 points a game. You feel like you have the guys coming back this year to play up to that standard?
Well, we lost a bunch of people, but that's going to be our standard, of course, is to stop folks and to score points. But when you lose a lot of good ball players and you got to replace them with some young ones, don't know yet. But I also know I've been in it long enough to know that I came here in the past, and people in our community have asked me, Coach, what you going to do now since you don't have a Hodges at quarterback? Well, at that time, I didn't know what I was going to do, but we found a way. At that time, I didn't know there was a Courtney Marsh out there. Didn't know it at that time, but somebody always comes, steps up, and I think Courtney's going to lead Mortimer Jordan as one of the best quarterbacks ever. And that's big talk when you're talking about a guy that's in the NFL right now and one that's playing Division I football. But
Coach, let's move on. Let's talk about this team this year.
Yes, sir.
Who do you got this year? Tell us a little bit about you guys here. Some of them you didn't bring.
Yeah, Courtney's a quarterback, going to be a 3-year starter. He was about right at 2,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing. Garrett Ham right there, he had right at 1,000 yards rushing, almost 100 tackles, and Boo had 117 tackles. Glad to have him back. Got other guys on our team that's going to good players, and they winners as well. Like I said, we got a long way to go, but we got Noah Wood that's been a proven guy on the offensive line, and got a McClenny, Garrison. We've had Mortimer Jordan's had a McClenny there for seemed like forever, and Garrison's going to be a senior. He's a great little player. I'm glad to have him, and so. I don't know. I can't really name them all, but we got a team full of guys that want to do right.
Tell us about some dark horses that we might not have seen that are going to be stepping up, besides the others that you just mentioned.
Keanu Hankins. Yeah, Keanu Hankins is going to be a player for us. The back end is going to be all new, but I believe we're going to be as athletic as we've ever been. Luke Jackson's going to be a sophomore. I think he's going to start at corner. Got Hunter Bourne. There's also a good quarterback. He'll probably be a starter at a lot of other places, but he's going to be playing in the back end at safety. Landon Rogers at Rover, and then the other corner's kind of open with Zach Todd or Omar Moy. But just across the board, jobs is open, and just like I tell them all the time, I hope Hunter Bourne can beat Cortland out. I wish somebody could beat Garrett Helm out. I wish somebody could beat Boo Prysock out, but I don't think it's going to happen, but I hope somebody could step up because they can. That's going to make us better.
Cortland, really for all three of you guys, what's your outlook? What do you expect from this team this year? What do you think?
Same as last year.
Go compete.
Go farther.
Just effort.
What have you guys done in the offseason to prepare yourselves better mentally and physically for this year than you did last year?
A little bit harder.
All work in the weight room. On the field.
Social media plays a lot of what you guys do this day and age. How do you guys individually, how do y'all use social media to prepare for a game during the week?
Huddle, film.
Yeah.
You can break it down into 3rd and 5 if you want to. Just what plays they run in this time period. So it helps a lot, for sure.
I stay off with social media and all on game day, not looking at all that, focus on the game, watching film.
Like Garrett said, just staying off of it, getting on huddle, listening to music, calm me down, get ready for the game.
Hey, Coach, you've been coaching a long time. There's a way to coach, but social media and the internet has played a huge part in the last couple of years. What has changed in your game preparation using technology?
Yeah, technology-wise, all the stuff, which I got great assistant coaches, and they do a lot of it. It's nonstop, and so many things you can do. It's unlimited as far as Facebook and the Twitter and all that stuff. I don't do it. I know it's not going to go away, and I may have to start doing it myself to keep going and keep updated, because I want to keep coaching, and I know change is always happening, and got to do whatever we can to keep these guys motivated and all of that. But at the end of the day, it goes back, always going to be going back to blocking and tackling, who's showing up, who's worked hard. I think good things happen to good people that work hard. But they might not happen right now, but eventually good things are going to happen to you. So if you're a good guy, if you work hard, good things are going to happen to you. And that's what I can promise to them.
Tell us about this playing surface we're going to have next year.
Be honest, us kids, I say us kids, me and these kids talk about it coming over here. We hadn't really, there ain't much talk about it, to be honest with you. I mean, as a coach, I'm kind of excited because it's going to free up a little time as far as painting the field and cutting the grass and all of it. But the kids don't talk about it, and I hadn't really talked about it. We're thankful for it. We're thankful for all the people involved that made it happen. I know a lot of people was involved that made it happen, and we're very thankful for that. But be honest with you, I just wanted something good for these kids, and I mean every kid in our community and everything. But as far as us thinking about playing on turf, it don't matter where we play. We got to line up and play wherever we go.
Players, what do you guys think of having the turf field?
And I don't care where we play, as long as we play.
Grass, turf,
Concrete.
You still
Did
got to
you
go out
guys
there
like
and play.
playing on it last year when you went to play Chalkwood? Did you like playing on that?
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely better than playing in the mud. So
Yeah. When do you think you're actually going to start unrolling it?
Well, they delivered the grass yesterday. It's in rolls. It's sitting in the parking lot when I left yesterday. So they told me today they're going to start rolling out in panels today. They told me it should be completed by August 15th. But I believe August is the 19th is when it will be released to us where we can get on it for the first time. But a lot of it may depend on the weather and all of it. But we don't play it at home until I believe August the 30th. That's the second game, or week 1. We got a week 0 game, so I think it's going to be fine.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your special teams, long snapper, your kicker, your punter, who's coming back for you this year.
Well, we got a kicker back, Farron Sanchez. He's a great kickoff guy. I believe last year he was very consistent in putting the ball inside the 5. I believe that he can get it in the end zone now. At practice, he has been consistent on all field goals. He has kicked some over 50 yards. We got a long snapper that he tore a labrum in baseball, had surgery on it. Brody Harris, he's working and should be back ready to go. He may be limited in the other positions, but he'll be able to snap for us. Tremendous snapper, and our punter would be probably Mason McGlathery or Farron Sanchez again, or it may be an unknown guy.
Who's going to be doing the kick return duties for you? One of these 3 gentlemen?
Corner's always a possibility. McClenny, Garrett Helm right there. Keanu Hankins is just don't really know yet, but it's going to be somebody that can run fast.
Could put you in that position that you need to be in.
That's right.
You know, for the players, Coach mentioned that you guys have new coordinators on offense and defense. Do you guys foresee a big change in what you're doing schematically, or what a fan or somebody like me is going to see on Friday night? Do you think it's going to be a big change?
for sure, yes.
How so?
Just new formations, new sets.
What were you going to say, Gary?
I was just say very different from last year. Moments.
Any college prospects so far?
In my opinion, they all three are college prospects. They all can play great high school football players. Cortland has 2 offers from Army and 1 from Navy. He hadn't decided on where. I think he'll have some more along the way. And I believe all 3 of them will have something before the season ends or before February gets here. That's the goal in a way. We've got some looks, but Cortland right now is the only one that's been off.
Think anything else? Anything else, Eric?
I guess just one more thing on Stewart. I guess how has that reception been? Is that a tough adjustment, I guess, for a quarterback, for a head coach, new offensive coordinator?
I don't think it's a tough adjustment because these kids going to do what we asked them to do. Coach Floyd is a tremendous coach, great man, great guy. Don't know him great right now, but I'm glad he's on my side. I know that his own kids come to the field house a good bit. I know he's a great daddy and great husband. I know that he's well respected amongst the other coaches in this state and even from you guys. You know, a lot of people has asked me how did I pull it off, and I just looked up. But he's a tremendous coach, and I believe one day he will be a tremendous head coach, and I just hope I can keep him as long as I can. And then I don't know what the future holds for me, but I can see him easily being a head coach or Zach Glades. You know, they both are going to be head coaches one day. I just hope it's for them. I hope it is whenever they want it. For me in Mortimer Georgia football, I hope it ain't no time soon.